What is up, guys? My name is Justin and welcome back to my channel. So today we're doing something a little bit different in that we're not making this video about my C8 Corvette. I wanted to show you guys my new project car. As you guys can probably already tell from the title of this video. Here is the car. I know what you guys are thinking. Why does it look so beat up? Basically, this car I bought out of Oakland and it was left on the streets for a while, and it actually got salvaged because someone broke into the car. As you can see, there's still glass from the break-in. Someone broke into it and then vandalized it, so now it's salvaged because of vandalism. Mechanically, it runs perfectly fine. Obviously, the exterior is totally beat up. There's door dings, there's broken windows. The inside's kind of gross too. So I plan on gutting the entire interior and replacing the seats and the steering wheel and such, and then putting a roll cage in there. Like I said, it doesn't have to be cosmetically perfect because it will be a drift car. I feel like most YouTubers wouldn't really show you the state of their car when it looks this bad, but I want to show you guys what it looks like now, just so, you know, when I finish building the drift build, you guys can see the end product and kind of compare it to what it used to look like. It's all about the journey, guys. And the truth is, I've always wanted to get into drifting. I can technically do that with the Vette. However, I feel like the maintenance costs of the tires, of all the fluid changes for the C8 would be way too costly. So I decided that it's probably time to just get a cheap dedicated drift car, and that way I can build the car and tailor it specifically to drifting. And that way I don't have to worry about maintenance costs. You know, I don't have to worry about beating on it, thrashing on it. At the same time, it also gives me a project to work on during the weekends. I feel like with the C8, there's not that much I can do with it anymore because it's already so perfect from factory. However, with the Z, as you guys saw, there's so much work to be done with it, and it's part of my passion to, you know, work on these cars. So over the course of the next few months, I'll be working out of my garage on my driveway on the Z, and I can't wait to share the journey with you guys. So this will be a multi-part series, and today is going to be the first episode, and I'm going to be gutting the entire interior, stripping everything including the seats, the steering wheel, the shift knob. And the reason I'm wearing the mask and gloves is because the interior of the car is absolutely filthy. There's like spider webs, it's dusty, there's mold. So I'm gonna be getting rid of all of that and then replacing the interior in the next episode. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull in the 350Z, which is sitting right over there. The first thing that we're gonna get started on is to Lysol spray down the entire car to kind of disinfect it. Because like I said, it's really gross in there. So I'm gonna spray this entire car down with Lysol. And after that, we'll get started on the stripping process. First thing I'm gonna take out are the seats, and then I'm gonna take out the steering wheel, and then I'll gut the rest of the interior. So the Lysol is pretty much completely dry, and now we're gonna get started with removing the seats. Alright guys, so we just took out the seats. It's really hot and humid in here, but now that the seats are out, let's get started on the actual gutting process. So I'm thinking we're gonna take out all this carpet first, take out that carpet, and then we're gonna take off the door sills as well. Alright guys, so we just finished gutting the interior. It's definitely looking a lot better now. It looks like a proper drift car. There's still a few things I need to take care of, like the wire management. And then we're gonna have the interior detailed because it's still super nasty in there. It's yet another super hot day in the Bay Area. It's like 90 plus degrees. And today we're gonna finish up the gutting process of the 350Z. So yesterday we did most of the gutting, but it's a mess in here with the wires. So we're gonna clean out the wires. And I've removed the door sills, but the windows and the actuators are still in here. So I'm gonna get rid of these as well because they weigh a ton. So remember yesterday how I said that we were done with gutting? That was an absolute lie because when I was taking out the door panels, I started realizing that there were other panels that I could have taken off, and then when I was taking off those panels, even more things came up to mind. So let me give you guys a quick tour of what I've done today. So to open the door of the Z now, since there's no door panel and no handles, we actually have to take this mechanical lever thing and then pull on the ball, and that actually opens the door from the inside. So you pull it and then pull out at the same time. So that's how you get into the car now. And like I said, I removed the door covers for both the driver's side and passenger side. And when I was doing that, I realized I could have taken out all of these cubbies and these plastic covers yesterday, which I didn't do. So I took some time and took those out as well. This was covered in plastic trims as well. So we removed that. And then we also took out the spare tire. And coming back to the front, we cleaned up a lot of the cables. I cut out as much as I could, but I don't have the means to cut through these super thick ones, so I'm just gonna leave them there for now. All right guys, so now that we're done gutting the Z, I thought that I should probably move the Z outside and then bring the Corvette back in the garage. But I realized that we have one problem. I removed the seats in the car, so as of right now there are no seats, and it's really hard to drive a 6-speed manual with no seats. So what I did for the time being is I took this small metal chair and set it up like this, propped against the back for the time being. And I tested it out and it actually works pretty well. So I'm gonna be driving without seats temporarily until we install the bucket seats after the car gets detailed. So the detailers just finished up and the interior of the car looks so much cleaner now. They got rid of all the dust and the mold, and I can actually go inside this car without coughing or sneezing. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do now is tape up the driver's side window. I already taped up the passenger side window, as you can see. This is basically just temporary to keep out the dust and the rain and such, since we did just get the car detailed. I already went ahead and ordered some plastic covers that we're gonna be covering up the windows with, since we took them both out for weight reduction purposes. I also threw on the bumper so it looks a little less ratchet when parked on the side of the street, just so that it doesn't seem like it's an abandoned car. I've already gotten a parking ticket warning, so I'm doing my best not to get this car towed while I'm still working on it. Guys, we finished gutting the Z completely, so I think that pretty much wraps up part 1 of this series. In the next part, we're going to be doing a bunch of installations, such as the bucket seats, the steering wheel, the shift knob, the plastic window covers. So if you guys are interested in following along on this drift build journey, please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. My Instagram is BobaJMO, and thank you guys so much for watching.